You hungry? Well, I'm hungry. You like baseball? Well, I love that shit. Want a slice of pizza? Go to New York. You want hot weather? Come to LA. You want to break bread? Call Nick Turturro. Ready, motherfucker? Are you ready? Well, I'm fucking ready. Get ready!
Hey, here we go. 78, game 4. Pinella, line drive. He drops it. Reggie's out at second, but he's frozen there. Ball goes away. Munson scores. Now, just stop it. Stop it for a second. Listen, Reggie is out technically at second because Russell dropped the ball. We don't know if he dropped it. It was a line drive. He was frozen. And Russell made the mistake of throwing the ball, and Reggie was stuck there. So what could Reggie do? Reggie's out at second, but the ball hits Reggie, which Russell should have never thrown the ball. But Russell throws the ball because he's trying to get a double. What do you want Reggie to do? Reggie's within his rights.
Not really.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
How is he within his rights?
He's within his rights because even Kevin agrees with me. It's a line drive. You're stuck. You're frozen. He steps on the bag, then throws the ball. Reggie doesn't have to jump out of the way.
Here's the thing. You're not there, so you don't know.
I was there. I was in the stadium, bro.
But
you weren't even born.
But you didn't play baseball.
I played baseball more than you. I know baseball more than you. Keep your little pipsqueak mouth quiet. You don't know what I know. I'm telling you that he was out. He was out at second, yes, but he threw the ball. So, and hit Reggie in his ass, and the Yankees scored a run. It's 3-2. So, Ron, get over it. Don't be upset. It's only 3-2. Then we tied it. In the bottom of the eighth. Let's go to the bottom of the eighth. Thurman Munson comes up with a double. Who's on second? Paul Blair. Paul Blair's on second.
Number 2.
All right, so 3-3, bottom of the eighth. Then in the 10th inning, not the 12th, Ronnie. Sorry, Ron, not the 12th. It was in the 10th. In the 12th, not the 12th. He got me confused. In the 10th. Pinella gets a hit. Reggie had singled. White had gotten on. White scores the run. 4-3 Yankees. Woo! What a win. But the game started at 3:30. Now, I had this whole debate with Ron Say. He goes, no, you're wrong. I go, yeah, no, Ron, I'm right. He goes, no, you're wrong.
That was a game that finished probably, I don't know, maybe 1 o'clock in the morning?
If I remember correctly, that was actually a day game.
No, that was a night game.
No, I'm gonna disagree with Ron Say on this. Okay. Please tell me if I'm right or wrong.
No, you're wrong.
It's driving me nuts. I wonder if Ron is right.
Well, no, I am right, and you are wrong.
It ended like, 8:30, 9 o'clock. All right? I'm just saying, when it comes to baseball, I know what I'm talking about. I educate myself. I've been watching this game since I'm a little kid, since 1973. All right? So, look, the Yankees caught a little bit of a break, but they still had the lead. So the Yankees came back in 78, 14 games down from the Red Sox, bro. They had to win a playoff game. They came back against every team that year. That was their mojo. They were a tough team. The Dodgers were a great team. They were a great team, but the Yankees beat you. That's all.
So Ron Say's point was that because of that game, he claims that they got out at 1 a.m., which meant they woke up early the next day and weren't prepared to win. And that's what he claims why they lost the World Series. But the game ended at like 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock, 8:30. You had enough time to go home, take a shower, digest, get over, and come back. Baseball, it's always about, have a short memory. And then the next day, the Yankees, everything went their way. They made like 4 errors, if I remember. They made like 4 errors, and we could even look that up. It was like a 12-2 game. Russell, all these guys, the ball was going all over the field. They knocked the hell out of him that day. Then they went to L.A. a couple of days later, and they won like 7-2. Reggie got a little revenge on Bobby Welch. He parked it, and Bucky Dent was off the wall in that series with Brian Doyle. I actually think Bucky was the MVP, if I remember correctly. But the Yankees were the Yankees. I mean, they were like just a little bit edgier. They could come back. They had that soul. And, I sat down with Ron Say, and he's like still angry about it. You won in 81.
And he was the MVP of that World Series.
And he had a lot of home runs against the Yankees. He was a good third baseman. But he wasn't Nettles.
He was so bitter. at
Nettles,
his
oh
house.
yeah, he was just kind of,
He didn't offer me a bottle of water.
I know, at least give me a glass of water, Ron, That's all.
Saw him at Dodger Stadium the next day.
I know,
too.
next day I see him at Dodger Stadium, and he's like, as he works there, and he's like, what are you doing down here? I was like, yeah, same as you, I'm here. He goes, I work here. I go, okay. I'm down here. I came for the whole weekend. I was so pumped up. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I was waiting all week for this. I was waiting like all year actually for the Yankees and Dodgers because both of us are having great seasons.
And we've been waiting since 2014 to
We've
match
been
off
waiting
again.
since a while. We didn't, for whatever reason, MLB doesn't put us together, Yankees, Dodgers. I don't understand. Two of the old richest traditions. I mean, they go way back to Brooklyn. And for some reason, they haven't done it. And we were close. 2017, we lost to the Astros by 1 game, and it didn't happen. And, the Astros beat the Dodgers in 7, and the Red Sox beat them. But this is the Yankees and the Dodgers. It's very special. So I was pumped up. I was waiting. And so what it turns out, I went to all 3 games. I went Friday night with Larry Fink. My man Larry Fink took us. Funny little Yankee fan with his little daughter, Sophia. She's the good luck charm. This little girl, every time I met this guy at an Angel game, Larry Fink, and every time I meet him, when he's got the little girl with him, his daughter, Sophia, we never lose. I'm like, you got to have Sophia. So we get there Friday night. We're on the field. We had a good time. We're hanging out with Mr. and Mrs. Judge.
And
Great.
Tyler Wade's family.
Tyler
too.
Wade's family, too. Then Tyler comes over. He's got the Little League bat because it was all about the Little League. They were wearing those, funky uniforms. I thought they were funky. The Yankees look good in black. The white one was terrible. Terrible. Anyway, we're on the field, and we're hanging out with Judge's parents and Tyler Wade's parents. And Tyler comes over. He's all sweaty. He's like, Nick! And he gave me a hug. He was all sweaty. I didn't mind. And then he's got the bat, the Little League bat. It says New York. And I said, okay, well, can I have one of those? Can I get one of those? And he's like, you want it? You want it? So, and then he wound up giving me the bat.
He was worried that Judge was slumping. I told him, don't worry. He'll just let him get out of his. Let him get adjusted back. He had a bad oblique injury.
Yeah.
He was worried. He's hurt. He shouldn't play.
Well, I was hearing a lot of whispers, and I'm like, what's wrong with him? Is he still hurt? A lot of people were saying this. I think he got mad because people were like, hey, listen, Aaron, you haven't pulled a home run. A Yankee reporter asked him, and he was like, so what does that mean?
What's your point?
What's your point? So you could see like he was a little ticked off. But then I was talking to a few people.
He talked to his mom.
I talked to his mom. I said, is he okay? His mom's going to tell me the truth. So she said, he's fine. And his dad told me, that's a tough injury, Nick. You got to be. So maybe he was being a little careful. Maybe he was. Baseball's a hard game. I don't care who you are. It's a game of failure. You know what I mean?
But what's he doing now?
And he got hot in Oakland, even though we got swept in Oakland. He hit a home run every game against the Dodgers. He hit a home run every game against the Mariners. He's on fire. He changes everything because the team has gotten so much better with LeMahieu, with Gio Urshela. LeMahieu has been the steal of the freaking offseason. That guy changed the look of the Yankees. But in order for the Yankees to win this whole thing, they got to have 99 because he's the guy. He's the leader of that team, and he's got a certain moxie about him. He's a cool dude, man. He's a cool dude, but he's got a little edge to him, and he loves being a Yankee. I mean, this guy Judge, man, and he kept saying it. Don't worry, Judge is gonna show up. He's gonna show up, and he did.
What'd you tweet about him this week? I heard you say something like, you think he should be the next captain of the Yankees.
I do. I think he should definitely be the next captain of the Yankees. I mean, why not? I mean, Thurman Munson was the captain back in the 70s. Then they gave, the title to Nettles, and I think I don't know if they made Willie that, but a couple of guys that were, Munson really deserved it. But this guy, he's the face. I mean, Derek Jeter was the face of their team in the 90s. But this guy is really the face of this team now. People love him. Yankee fans love him. Lock him up for 10 years. This guy's ain't going nowhere.
Fastest player to 100 home runs.
100 home runs already.
In
3
seasons.
Gary Sanchez, too. A great hitter. But come on, Judges, man. How could you not like this guy? He's a good guy. He talks to people. He talks to fans. He's personable. I mean, he's the kind of guy that you want to be a franchise player. Listen, I was there Sunday night. I'm in the first row. I'm there Sunday night. He's on deck across from me. He goes like this to me. I don't know if you ever noticed the hat,
He
whatever.
he knows who
He
you
knew who
are.
I was, whatever.
Yeah.
So I go like that to him. Then he goes, turn around, like this. Turn around. Like, what number you wearing? I had Munson on, I said, I got to get a 99, just to pay tribute to my man. But I had Thurman, and he was like, good. I was like, oh, we're going to win this game. I knew it, So I'm sitting in the first row Sunday night. My man, Jack Geraputo, old Adam Sandler's old partner, he took me to the game. He's been watching me on Twitter. His son became a fan of mine. He comes over the house. His son's like, I want to see the room. I want to see the room where I watch all these Yankee
Son's
games.
like 10 years old. Bro.
Yeah, I sit in a chair like Gabe over there, right, Gabe?
Oh, sure.
You see, Gabe,
Very funny.
Gabe in the house.
Gabe's first time on Breaking
First
Bread.
time I'm breaking bread. Zit, 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 zit. How you feel, Gabe?
Feels good.
Yeah, you're a Yankee fan, right?
Oh, yeah. Get
Yeah.
more energized. Being a Yankee, you feel more energized than all the other teams.
Right. That's right, Gabe. You hear that?
You feel pumped and you're
Yeah.
juiced.
Something special about the NY, right,
Yeah.
Gabe? Even
Thank
though he's
you.
from Seattle.
Oh, before you talk about the game, got to shout out Crep Protect and Mark
Oh.
Haddon
Yes. Our new friends over at Crep Protect.
in London sending us products. Thank
Look
you.
at these nice products we got. Mark Haddon. Hey, buddy. We're here for you, all right? So anyway, where was I?
So tell them about, you're sitting front row,
I'm
Jack
sitting front
Geraputo.
row. Jack Geraputo. We're having a great time.
What happens?
Judge, gives me the fist.
Hits a home run.
LeMahieu leads off. Boom.
Yeah.
Home run. I'm my first row. I'm next to all the Dodger dignitaries. They're probably looking at me like, how did this clown get in the first row? I'd rather be with the real fans, personally. I'd rather be in the bleachers. I'd rather be in the trenches. I don't need to be in the first row. Let me get something straight with all you Dodger fans or real Dodger fans. I don't go there to taunt the Dodgers or knock LA. I live here. I love baseball, all right? I love baseball. I know baseball. I breathe baseball. You're talking to a guy that loves the Yankees. So when I'm cheering and I'm yelling, it's for the Yankees. I'm not going, oh, you suck. Oh, bro. I'm not doing that shit. That's not what I do. You want to talk, you're a real fan, we can talk, we can argue. I don't go there to fight. I go there to cheer for my team. I love the game. I watch 100, 150 games a year. I watch the entire game. Forget about the celebrity bullshit. Baseball is my hobby, is my passion, and the Yankees are my love. The Yankees are like my bitch, all right? That's my bitch.
Not your bitch. You're like.
No,
That's
Yankees
not a
are
good
my,
way to say it.
That's not a good way to say it. Yankees are my love. Besides,
But having said
well, my
that,
wife is my love. But I mean,
you happen to sit front row.
Anyway, I
at
happen
the
to
Sunday
sit in
night
front
game.
row. I get sidetracked. It's the ADD. Whatever. I'm sitting front row. LeMahieu leads off. Yeah, boom, home run. Beautiful. I'm so close. I'm like, wow, this is a little jarring. Then the Dodgers answer right back. First pitch, Herman. We needed a good start from this kid. He's like 16-3, but he hasn't pitched on a big stage. Let's see what, Domingo Herman is going to do. And first pitch, Joc Pederson, boom. I don't have nothing against Joc. Hits a home run. All right, whatever. So it's 1-1. He struggles. You got first and second. I'm like, is he going to get out of the first? Me and Jack are worried. I said, just don't put up a crooked number. 2 runs is all right. I don't want to see him like in Oakland. He had a bad inning. But the kid settles down. He gets out of the inning. Then there's another inning where Gardner made a great catch with 2 men on. He's starting to settle in. So Joc Pederson then comes up. I don't know.
No. Judge hits a home run first. 3rd inning.
Oh, he hit the home run first?
Yep.
All right, so Judge parks one. Beautiful. I get up, yeah! I'm going wild. Everybody's looking at me. A lot of Yankee fans that are in that section, they're high-fiving me. I could tell the Dodger people are looking at me like,
Yeah.
this dude's strange.
so-
But I wasn't yelling. I wasn't taunting. I was just cheering. When LeMahieu hit the home run, yeah, of course I'm going to explode. When Judge hit it, I wanted to win the series. We should have swept them, in my opinion.
Yeah, we
so I
should've.
wanted this game.
To make it clear, the section he's in is called Dugout Club.
Dugout
and
Club.
Dugout Club is luxury seats behind home plate in the 2 dugouts, and there's like a restaurant under. Yankees have it too. But the people that own these seats are usually like they're very rich people.
Yeah,
So-
not only that,
so
they're connected to the Dodgers.
Yeah,
Mary
well-
Hart, who's a mainstay, was over there. I didn't
Well,
say
the
anything.
section he was in was
Yeah.
a Dodger section.
There's other people
specifically,
over there
yeah.
that are connected to the Dodgers. I don't know them, no offense, but never did I offend anybody. Yeah, I cheer like a wild man when I score, but what am I saying?
Nothing bad.
Nothing bad.
But honestly, in those sections,
Nothing bad. But they're not used to guys like me in those sections. That's why I don't belong in those sections.
No. But honestly, in those sections, you're almost better off because nobody's gonna say anything to you.
Because tell them what happened on Saturday. Tell them what happened
Friday and Saturday. We're winning the games
2-0.
And this guy says to him,
Turned around Friday night.
He said, well, watch yourself, bro. You're in our house. Don't forget.
Bro.
What does that mean?
You're in our house.
We scored in the third inning.
Wait, they hit a couple of home runs. So what? You own the stadium? Do you own the stadium? Can I not cheer? I've been in Yankees. I've been where I've seen Red Sox fans, other fans explode when they do well. I take it.
Here's the problem.
They have the right to cheer as long as they're not saying something personally that I'm an asshole or this or that or making it like really mean-spirited.
If you said "fuck you, LA,"
right?
I understand them
I
wanting
never
to fight
said
you.
that. Never.
But you said, "Yes, Judge, let's go." Screaming.
Yes, Judge. You know, we came here to win this shit.
See, here's the problem with Dodger fans in general, and I'm gonna tell it like this.
But you can't label them all.
No,
There's some good Dodger
no.
fans.
I'm gonna tell you the problem with the Dodger fan base, and here's the truth. The problem is there's fans who are actually into the team, and there's fans who are complete bullshit and are only fans when they're good. So, and that's the problem with LA. So you can't tell who's actually real and who's fake. And then when it blends, it becomes a problem. And then it's just a bunch of dick riders. And that's the big problem. Even when they win World Series, you see people come out of the blue, or they go to the World Series. They don't win. They lost too. Oh, I'm a Dodger fan. I'm this, that. And then they lose. And you don't see them again.
Yeah. You see, the last inning, 5-1. They're leaving.
And it's nothing against the Dodger fan base. If you're a real Dodger fan,
but
that's
I
fine.
stay to the end, man. I've been at games and the Yankees are getting blown out. I don't go because you never know what's going to happen in baseball. I don't go. But, I mean, even that night, Friday night, Yankees were up 2-0. I exploded. The guy told me it's his house.
He told him, fuck you.
You're a little loud. You're a little loud. I was like, what the fuck does that mean? I'm a little loud.
I've actually never heard that at a stadium
No, I was
before.
like, and all his people were like, I don't mind him. He's sitting there with a Rams jersey and a, I don't know, Dodger.
But then you guys squashed and it was all
We squashed
good.
it. We made up, whatever. Not made up. I was like, hey, dude, man, if I offended you, I'm sorry. I'm cheering for my team. And all his friends were like, oh, man, they could tell. I was like, listen, I have a lot of fans that come around. They want to say hi, take a picture. I'm nice to everybody, but I'm in the game. I'm there to watch the game. I'm not there to make friends. I'm not there to fight. Anyway, that was Friday. Then on Saturday, we had another clown that was like...
yelling, fuck you, New York,
yes,
this, that.
and like in my face. Like in the ninth inning, the Yankees were on the verge of maybe winning the game. It didn't happen. There was an older Dodger fan in front of me. We were having a lot of fun. He was a good Dodger. He saw that I was bringing it hard. I mean, I'll say a lot of things, but it's like about the game. I'll say things that I'm feeling. Not that I'm, offensive, but I'm not always politically correct, but I'm not offending anybody. You know what I mean? And then the minute they won that game, they start playing that song. Everybody loves LA. And I'm like, let me get the hell out of here. Respectfully, I left. You know what I mean?
He closed
it was okay.
He actually
I was
closed
tired.
his mouth this time, so it was okay.
Yeah, I closed my mouth. I know how to take a loss, man. I've been there Game 7 in Arizona, 2001, when the Yankees... I got my heart broken, in the ninth inning with Mariano and the Diamondbacks. I never saw a place explode like that, And, it was heartbreaking. I was almost like near tears. I had to drive back 5 hours in the night. I mean, I've been a fan since 1973. I went to the original Yankee Stadium. I saw the Yankees. I know you don't want to hear it, but they want to hear it. 74, 75. I was at Shea Stadium running around buying fucking helmets for $1.50.
And what happened to Shea Stadium? It's gone.
Shea Stadium is gone now, but I still miss old Shea, Big Shea, because that was part of my childhood, Shea Stadium. It's funny seeing the Yankees play there. I remember one time I went to a game at Shea Stadium. Check this out. Lou Piniella broke his bat. He broke his bat, and I was at Shea. I don't know who the Yankees were playing, and Bill Sudeikis. Why did he come in? Oh, he was on a team, maybe. These names pop in my head. So Piniella, they broke the bat, and I'm there with this kid named Haile Selassie. I think he was a Boy Scout or something with me, if it's this kid Haile Selassie, and the guy gave us the bat. It was a cracked Lou Piniella bat, and we were fighting over the bat. Who should get the bat? And I was like, no, it's mine. Haile Selassie, it's mine. I go, it don't mean nothing to you.
Who's Haile Selassie?
He was some kid that was a friend of mine. I had to fight this kid over a cracked Lou Piniella bat. Can you imagine that? Well, I got the bat. I had the fucking bat. I don't know where it is now. But I remember that day, man. I remember going to Yankee Stadium in '73 with my friend Pacheco, and I had a stiff neck. I woke up, like, one day I'd wake up with the bumps. One day I'd wake up with whatever. I was always getting sick. I went to a Yankee game, a doubleheader. Some kid was, like, trying to attack me or bother me. And my friend Pacheco picked him up and threw him in a garbage can. I remember that shit. But I went to the bat day that year, the first year, '73. Ball day. I loved it. I fell in love with the Yankees. I fell in love with the stadium.
Oh, so back to Sunday game.
Yeah, so Sunday.
Joc Pederson
Anyway,
comes
Joc
up again.
Pederson comes up again, right? I'm sitting there with Jack. Was it 2-1? Yankees are up 2-1.
Yeah, 2-1.
And I don't know if it's the third or fourth. We could probably try to find this on the tape. I don't know.
But he strikes out.
He struck out. So Herman, was bouncing back. And I think Jack did the whole thing that Gardner does. He hits the dugout.
So for people that don't know, he does this thing when he gets angry.
When he gets
takes
mad
the bat
now.
and he smashes
he
it
hits
against
the
the
dugout. So now the umpires, they threw him out of one game because they're like, you're doing this. And he's like, there's no law against hitting the dugout. He's not yelling. That's the way he's showing emotion. So, like today, emotion is wrong. Like baseball has to understand. We need emotion. We need to have some fun. It's not something terrible.
So Jack does it to...
So Jack went like that, and I think I went like, yeah. I don't know, maybe I did this too. I went like that. So Joc turned around and did the old... Joc Pederson did the old boosh gadoosh. He did one of these. So, did you get that? Like, stick it. Stick it, guys. Hey, listen, I didn't care. I thought it was actually funny. I was just shocked and taken back that I was like, I think maybe he was having fun with it.
And the whole section saw it too.
Yeah, everybody saw it, and I said, can you believe that?
He put it on Twitter.
I put it on Twitter. The thing blew up, TMZ or whatever, and they went nuts. He hasn't responded to me, Joc. But I was like, all right, Joc, you're going to do that to me? What did I do? We just went like this.
Even Mike Rappaport tweeted you.
I'm like, come on, man. You're that thin skin? You're a professional, bro. You can't be doing this. I'm a fan. I can do this. You understand? You can't do that. That's wrong.
You want to know something? So when I sat behind the dugout, I was on top of it, so I could hear what they were saying in the dugout.
What were they saying?
So
you didn't tell me this.
So
this is news to me.
Yeah.
Breaking news right here on Breaking Bread.
So we're in the. I was like literally on the dugout, and Tyler Wade goes up with the Little League bat, and the umpire told him that's too shiny. Change it. He goes, why? He says too shiny. So like he mouthed it off, whatever. So the ump starts yelling at him to change the bat. And like whatever was the 7th or 8th inning.
It was later in the game.
Yeah. So he goes. So I'm in the dugout.
Oh, because you're up by the Yankee dugout?
And I hear someone in the dugout go, these motherfuckers keep trying to get us. They keep trying to get us. And Judge is like, it's all right, baby, let's go.
Where, from the dugout?
Yeah. And then I hear Gardner under the dugout, boom, 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 boom.
All right, you didn't even tell me that.
And then,
so who said these motherfuckers?
I think it might have been. It was either Conley or it was Ford. It was one of them. And then.
They got a hard on for us now.
And then I hear Mabin like.
They do.
Mabin's cursing it up in the dugout. It was
good.
Great.
Good. Put me in that fucking dugout. I would love to be in that dugout, just as a cheerleader.
Relax, bro.
They don't want me in that dugout.
Why are you screaming?
Oh, I'm excited.
He was actually happy. My mom was really like, "Oh my God, the Yankees need to come into town
I had
more."
a good
You're
week,
happy,
man. I was actually very happy. I wasn't angry.
Oh, we got to hang out with our boy A-Rod too.
Oh, so then in the 9th inning, we saw our man A-Rod on Saturday because we had a great promo. By the way, if you didn't see our promo, opened up the Yankee Dodger.
It's on Twitter. It's on Instagram.
Twitter. It's on Instagram. It's a great promo. Fox did it. Shout out to my man Bartier and Rick Thomas.
And B.A.
Yeah, my man B.A. shot at... And we paid homage to the Dodgers, the Brooklyn, L.A., and to the Yankees. I wrote that shit, man. You know what I mean? Like I have a lot of respect for baseball franchises, including the Dodgers. So all you Dodger fans got to know, I actually have respect for you guys. I don't despise you.
Competitive nature is what pushes sports. So, like, banter is good. Just let it be respectful. Like, that's all he's saying. So we see A-Rod Saturday on the field. And what's very funny is that him and A-Rod actually, like, go back to the 90s. Like, he knows A-Rod before he was A-Rod, like Alex Rodriguez. He used to go by Alex. So, they go back, and we saw him last year at the Angel game when we met Judge. He was really cool to us.
Very
and
cool.
then we were on the field, and he like walked right up to us and started talking, whatever. So like had a conversation. We took a picture. He was rubbing our backs. He's a nice guy.
He's big.
He is huge.
He's a big man.
We want to get him on Breaking Bread.
So he was like, Nick, what's up? We did good last night. Like, we. I was like, yeah. We did real good. He was like, how do you feel? I go, I'm pumped, you know? So I told him in 97 he was stretching at the All-Star game with him and
Cal Ripken.
And I was playing in a celebrity softball game. I was on NYPD Blue. I was doing all these cool things in my life, like fantasy. I was living out my fantasy with baseball because I was newly on TV on a great show. So I was getting a lot of, you know, great benefits, whatever you call them. So he was stretching on the field, and I see him. I go up to him, hey, Alex, you know, I go, can you sign a ball? And he was like, yeah, sure, man, bring it over. And Ripken was over there. He wasn't as friendly. But Alex signs the ball. Alex Rodriguez, number 3.
Before he was A-Rod.
Before he's A-Rod, which is kind of cool because he was a stud. He was like the new superstar. So I was like, I still have this ball. And then Ripken put it underneath. It's a cool baseball because you're not going to get many that probably he signed Alex Rodriguez, number 3. He was like, oh, I put number 3? He was impressed.
Didn't you share cigars? Like you guys
Yeah, we were
smoked
smoking
together?
cigars. Me, my wife, and then we saw him a couple of years later at the NBA, I think 99, Gabe.
Oh, yeah.
And he was like, yeah, I remember you guys. You're from Seattle. And remember, you know, everybody remembers Lisa.
You know what I said to him, Kevin? I go, because he was my favorite player as a kid. So I was like, he's like, it's good to see you, buddy. I was like, yeah, Alex, like, you're my childhood hero, bro. He's like, oh, really? Like, come on, man, let's take a picture. So, like, we took the picture, and then he's like, he just had his arm around me the whole time. I was like, oh, this is pretty cool, man. It's A-Rod.
We had a lot of touchy feels, you know? He's like me. He's a very, like, touchy-feel kind of
He was a really nice
sweet
guy.
I mean, I find him to be a really nice guy. So I guess Sunday night was the last inning, the 9th inning, and I was 1 out to go. I was trying to film myself just to have a little fun. You know, we were up 5-1. I'm basically just having some fun. I'm telling the Yankee fans, get up, get up. I'm trying to get them going.
Matt Vasgersian starts talking about him.
I didn't even know. My son goes, you're on TV. You're all over the TV. You blew up. You blew up. And so Vasgersian, who I've talked to, he actually interviewed me. I've met the dude. I mean, I don't know.
We met him in Boston.
Yeah, and then he had me on this MLB show one time, and he was like, where they been hiding you, Turturro? I'm like, yeah, I know. I should actually be working in baseball. Maybe I will one day.
Just
if they give me a
accept that
shot.
you're not going to work baseball.
Well, I don't need to be on a national. Maybe I just work for the Yankees. How about that? Let me work for the Yankees. How about that? You know what I mean? I think I could. For the Yankee fan base, they know I'm authentic. That's the difference. The difference is I'm actually authentic. There are some people that are pretenders. I'm actually a real fan. I was before, and I am now, and I will be in the afterlife. Still a Yankee fan. I'll probably go to my grave with the pinstripe shirt on.
What number
all right?
are you on? 15?
Yeah, you can bury me in 15.
Make sure I know.
That's right. Anyway, so I'm up there cheering. I'm throwing my fist up, you know, and he's like, wacko, notable Yankee fan with his computer voice that he has.
I mean, he's in my video game, too.
Yeah, like, why don't we do a game together, Matt? You know, let me do the color commentating. Your ratings will go through the roof. Through the roof. Somebody who's organic and somebody who's real and can talk baseball, not just numbers. So he's looking at me saying things. The other girl, Jessica Mendoza, is like
laughing, whatever.
Yeah, he looks kind of like they made me out to be like a lunatic.
And then
I'm like,
A-Rod the whole time is like, oh, I love this guy. This is my guy.
I love that guy. That's my guy. He's passionate. And he's like, oh, he yells at us on Instagram.
Oh, yeah, you know A-Rod even impersonated you on the thing, or I don't know if it was A-Rod or Matt, but...
Matt did it.
Oh, but Matt's like...
Shut up, Jessica.
Yeah, he's like,
shut up,
A-Rod.
Alex. I never do that.
And then know what A-Rod said? A-Rod goes...
What'd he say?
He goes, oh, we got to fall in line.
Yeah, he goes, we got to fall in line. My man, Alex. He knows the deal.
If Alex came on this show...
we would have a great time.
Is that like your number one guest that you want?
Yes, absolutely. A-Rod, Alex Rodriguez in studio over here talking about his life. Forget, we could break it down.
We could talk for a whole day,
I would
man.
forget it. I mean, if we get A-Rod over here, that'd be fantastic. And I think it would be great. I mean, because he's a personable guy. And you know, now he likes to talk. He likes to...
He's probably one of the most intriguing figures the sport has ever seen.
He kind of is, because he's polarizing. You know, no matter what you say, good or bad. He was so talented. He made some mistakes, but we all have. We're all human. Nobody's perfect, me included. So don't start holding there. Everybody always have vendettas against everybody. Well, a lot of people make mistakes. We're all human. Give the guy a break. He was a great baseball player. And now he's enjoying life.
He's a great commentator,
and he's doing a good job. He's getting better, and he's got J-Lo on his arm. Not a bad look. That's all I'm going to say about that.
He's a good dude, man.
He's a good guy. So, Alex, we'd love you to come on. That'd be great. It would be an honor. We'll come to you. I don't even care. So the Yankees take 2 out of 3.
Great weekend.
Great weekend. Great week. I was all over the news, whatever, but it was a nice feel. You know what I mean? And then we sweep in Seattle. So the Yankees are flying high. Maybe they got 1 game up on Houston right now. Want to get that home field. I even texted my friend Alex Bregman. I'm like, we're coming for you. He goes, I love it. I hope it happens. I just want to see the Yankees win this thing this year because...
they will.
They got the team to do it. They got the bullpen is lights out.
Voigt's back now, too.
Voigt's coming. Yeah, but don't knock this guy, Mike Ford.
But Gio just went to the IL.
For how, 10 days?
Yeah. Well, 10 days is like saying you don't know how long it's going to go. So.
What does he got?
Groin.
Groin?
Yeah.
All right, it's better he does it now. Let guys get healthy. Sometimes this 10-day thing is great. I mean, look, if what do you call comes back, Stanton, and who's the other guy? And Encarnacion comes back.
Oh, we have him on the team.
We have these guys on the team, So we
I didn't even know we had Encarnacion.
We're gonna see, going forward. I'd say, you got to look at the chemistry of the team. Be very careful with just plugging guys in because they got names on the back of the baseball card. It's not about stars. The Yankees have some chemistry right now. Gleyber's having a great year. Didi's coming back, right? He's been day to day. LeMayo's been, I don't even know what to say about LeMayo. He's really been the MVP of the team. And now the Judge is Judge again. He's our leader. Sanchez, don't knock out Romine. Romine has been great. I'm telling you, the Yankees have to keep him. He's been a great offset with Gary Sanchez. Clutch hitter. He doesn't get a lot of love, man. I'm telling you, this Romine guy is good. Gardner's been great. How about Tachman? That's what I'm saying. Aaron Hicks hasn't been around. I love Aaron Hicks, but it's we got chemistry right now. We want everybody healthy, but the Yankees are a deep team. We should make a run this year. I'm gonna be there this year. I mean, I'm there all the time, but this year it's been 10 years. I was just talking to my godfather, Carl DiAgostino. What a great guy. He grew up in Brooklyn. Became a Yankee fan. He told me some funny stories about the Brooklyn Dodger fan. He goes, they were always mad. They were always angry. They were always bitter. I was asking him, why, Carl? Why? And he was just like, that's how they were. They could never give it up. I guess because the Dodgers were like the bums from Brooklyn. They were the little brother. And the Yankees was sort of like the big bad Yankees. You always want to beat the big brother. But, there's that animosity. It goes way back. There's something about, the Dodgers and the Yankees. It's a real rivalry, even though people don't always play it up. They play up the Yankees and the Red Sox. But the Yankees-Dodgers is very special. And then Carl was telling me about it because he remembers Ebbets Field. This is my godfather. Great guy. I spent a week with him and his daughter, my cousin Dory, a couple of years ago when I was doing Kevin James's show, Kevin Can Wait. And I had a great time. We bonded. We watched the Yankee game in his basement. I was with Dory. She took good care of me. I was in Long Island. We filmed in Long Island. She drove me to the set every day. I don't know. It was a special week with my guy Carl, my goddad, and Dory. And we were just talking. I wanted to shout out. He's like 80-something years old. He's great. I love the guy. And he's like, I tell him, if you're here, Nick, you're the life of the party. People love being around you. So, that's the thing. People want to watch games with me because they know it's infectious. That my agenda is just to have fun. My agenda is, but when I'm watching the game, I'm locked in. I mean, it's serious business. I'm not fucking around. A lot of times I get distracted and I'm like, hi, how are you? But I'm on the pitch. You mind? I'm working over here. Anyway.
I'm curious how you feel about this because LeMahieu has obviously changed the team and they said he's an MVP candidate.
Fantastic.
So what do you base the guy who should win MVP off? Because there's some people that feel that if you're a guy who plays on a good team, a great team, and you're a guy who plays on a bad team,
right?
The guy on the good team should win it over the guy on the bad team because he actually helped the team win, which makes you the most valuable player to your team. Do you agree with that, or do you go by the stats of the year? Because honestly, Mike Trout could possibly win again this year.
What's Mike Trout's numbers?
I mean, 43 home runs, 293 batting average.
43 home runs.
Yeah,
How
but-
many RBIs?
Let's see, 100 already.
Yeah, I mean, Mike Trout is like a different animal. I mean, he's his stardom and his numbers are insane. He's played on not a really good team the last few years. I would tend to go for a guy that has made a difference on a team that, wins their division because there's more riding on that. There's more pressure in those games. So, like, without DJ LeMahieu,
The Yankees probably
the Yankees
aren't
are
the team
not
this year.
not where they are. They're not, maybe they're a good team, but he made them a great team, and he's knocked in runs. I mean, they're like meaningful. You got to look at his stats. They're meaningful stats. They're not games that are like blowouts and games that it's not the same when you're under pressure and you're trying to win. There's more riding on it than when you play on a bad team. So I would tend to go for the guy that played, unless the guy's numbers are insane, to the point where he won like the Triple Crown, then you go, all right, he was the most valuable player. But I would say the most valuable player should be on a team that is real, in contention
He's already won
to win.
a couple.
Yeah, he's won a couple. LeMahieu has come out of not nowhere. He's been a good player, but under the radar in Colorado, he's done everything.
7-8 years ago when they gave it to Braun over Kemp, and people said Kemp should have won, but Kemp played on a shit team.
Yeah, but you gotta look at LeMahieu. He's played third. He's played
Second.
first. He's played second. He's knocked in like almost 100 runs. He's hitting 340.
And he's a leadoff hitter.
And he's leading. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, he's MVP.
He's the MVP, bro.
And they'll probably win this year.
He's the MVP. I mean, there's on Houston, Gurriel's no one even talks about this guy. This guy's dynamite. He's having a great year, too.
Altuve a couple years ago beat out Judge with 50 home runs.
He's an animal. Altuve is
He
an
beat out
animal.
Judge.
They got savages over there. We're savages, too. With LeMahieu, they call him the machine. He kind of has done like what Paul O'Neill did. When Paul O'Neill came to the Yankees, 93, 94, he changed the look of the Yankees before Jeter and everybody. O'Neill, they called him the Warrior. This guy, quiet. He don't say much. You don't know what he's thinking. I don't know what he's chewing.
He's a savage.
He's a savage.
He's a savage.
Total savage. Let's see how he does in the postseason. But I got a great feeling about this guy and this team. And I can't wait. I can't wait.
So enough Yankees.
All right. He wants to talk about Dave Chappelle.
New special.
Which I've watched twice now.
What'd you think?
Fantastic. Brilliant comedian. I wasn't even a big Dave Chappelle fan. But now after watching this guy, and I know it's controversial and this and that, fix that pinstripe. Man, the way the guy puts his spin on things, even it is hilarious. I mean, what's the guy he calls a juicy what? Smollett?
Juicy Smollett.
Juicy Smollett. Oh my God. We're going to talk about this French actor, Juicy Smollett. Oh my God.
He went on people.
He went in, but it was funny shit. With the whole Michael Jackson thing, he went in on that.
R. Kelly. He goes.
Even the opening with the poor
Anthony
guy
Bourdain, that was sad.
Anthony Bourdain was sad, but he meets a friend and he's like, and then he talked about,
I like how he goes with the
God.
R. Kelly thing. He goes, if I'm a betting man, he probably did that shit.
R. Kelly?
Yeah, that's what he said.
And then Michael Jackson, he's like, oh God.
He just went in.
He just went in. And I mean, but you know what? I mean, listen.
Vice said people should not watch it.
Who's Vice?
Vice is like a network who they're a network, right? They're a network.
They shouldn't watch it. Why?
And they wrote a whole thing about how people shouldn't watch Dave Chappelle's special because it's not good and it's offensive.
It's not good?
And then Michael told Vice, fuck out of here. You can't tell people what's funny.
Who's Michael?
Michael Rappaport said that to Vice. He said, fuck out of here.
Oh, Mikey.
He said, you can't tell people what's funny. He goes, this is comedy.
He's right. Comedy shouldn't be censored. It's comedy. And if you don't like it, don't fucking watch it. Not that I'm, here to promote Dave Chappelle, but the dude is funny. He's brilliant.
He killed it, bro.
He's brilliant because he's not a joke guy. That's what I like. I've learned to like about him because you watch him and it's like, he takes you for a ride. I mean, even his friend Louis C.K., he's like, it's fucking Me Too. He was like, ruined everything. And it's true. It's gotten out of hand.
He talked about abortion too.
Yeah.
He goes.
He's got balls.
He goes, I'm not for abortion. But I'm not totally against it. It just depends who I get pregnant. What?
Oh my God!
The shit he
Owning a gun. I mean, every subject that's like really touchy now, because you know it's all touchy. Everything is touchy today, and he brought it front and center brilliantly.
Netflix let him.
I mean,
I can't believe
does
they let him.
Netflix, they stand behind him, right?
Yeah, I mean, they put it out.
I thought it was great. I really
crazy.
did. I mean, you know, if you don't agree with it, it's comedy, right, Gabe?
Oh, sure. It has to be funny. Anything funny, you agree with it.
You agree with it if it's
Yeah,
funny?
Yeah. It's true. Anything funny, it's true. It's the fact. It's true.
Well, if stuff.
Get a shot of my man Gabe.
Well, if
Get a
stu-
shot of Gabe? Oh yeah, they got him on.
Well,
Yeah,
if stuff is funny, I mean, the thing is, it's like things that are funnier. It's probably because it's true. Like that.
yeah.
That's why it's funny.
It's always funny. The truth is always funny.
Yeah.
Like that
you
even-
say it in a funny way. It's
Right. Like you say a lot of things that are cutting edge, right, Gabe?
Yeah, it's funny.
Because it's funny, right?
like even our man Russell's jokes about cultures. Like he talks about our heritage stuff, and like
Yeah.
there's parts of it that are true, and that's
Yeah.
why it's funny.
I mean, you know,
like he
he-
talks about.
He tries to stereotype me. My friend Russell Peters, who I'm going to see.
The shit he says, he has a joke in one of his specials about Italians, how like he goes, they fuck the air when they talk. And I'm like, he overdoes it, but like when you think about it, I'm like, well, a lot of his friends do that when they talk.
Yeah, they
he's,
do.
He's not lying.
No, I mean,
He
you
talks
know,
about Filipinos, and I'm half
does.
Filipino, and the stuff he talks about,
But it's
somewhat
funny. You
true.
gotta be able to laugh at yourself, right?
It's somewhat true.
Right? There's funny things about Italians. I talk to myself, you know.
to myself.
And the Filipinos too. They're funny, and
Oh,
they don't
yeah.
even know. But they can't laugh at themselves. Come on, right?
I'm half Filipino too.
The accent, it's just funny.
He does it great.
He does it wonderful. But
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle was brilliant.
He's married to a Filipino.
I recommend it. I mean, you know,
Yeah,
if you don't like it, like he said, you clicked on my face.
Don't watch it.
Don't watch it. It's just like this. You don't like me, you don't gotta watch it. But if you want, you're the one that's watching it.
You watch Look Mom, I Can Fly?
No, I didn't watch that. I saw you. You came in the house and threw your pants on the ground. And you were like,
Restart. Sounds like I'm jerking off.
no. He's watching Travis Scott.
Restart.
Anyway,
You-
Travis
you-
Scott. This guy is
New documentary.
new documentary. I didn't see it. What'd you
It's-
think of it?
It's cool. Yeah, I liked it. I like that they showed kind of stuff of his personal life and like what happens behind the concerts, like the safety hazards and like him like going in on the production. Like that's pretty cool. Yeah, and they did it all on like a $1,200 camera, just a Sony camera.
That's all you need today.
It's really all sold it to Netflix.
You know, you can shoot a movie on an. Well, I don't have an iPhone, but
So you know there's a
You know, you
thing.
can shoot on an iPhone.
There's a thing on an iPhone
Yeah.
that you make the quality higher, and that's how these people shoot movies. And then they get like a handheld stick, and that's how. And then they line up the audio. That's it.
well, I like the GoPro. My man Jack was using the
Just go
GoPro.
buy one. It's $200.
We need that. All right. So, great week. Yankees are on fire. Listen, baseball fans, take notice. I'm here. Come talk to me. All right. Maybe you give me a shot. I can actually add something to your game.
Yeah, shoot some questions on
Yeah,
Twitter
shoot
to
some
him.
questions
We'll
on
answer it on the
Twitter.
show.
We'll answer it on the show. Maybe we'll get some real fans on the show. Maybe we'll get some real excitement. All
A-Rod,
right?
come on.
A-Rod, I need you, Alex. I love you, buddy. Thanks for the support, big guy.
Yeah, and Gabe's first time on Breaking
Gabe, you
Bread.
win.
Very
Yeah.
good.
All right, Gabe, take a bow.